What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I do have some explaining to do. As you guys can already tell, the RX-8 is no longer here. It had something to tie in with the fact that I've been gone. I actually was pretty bummed that everything happened, so I had to take time to figure things out and, you know, just get my life back together because my hair, oh great, she's missing me. Welcome back, say welcome back to the channel. So I took time off because I needed to gather my thoughts and just get back together. I was a little depressed, a lot of depressed. Future plans. This year, 2020, since, you know, the new year started and everything. First thing, get the RX-7 running. I want to drive a car. No YouTube channel is complete without driving a car. So, main focus is going to be back on that rotary car. I'm going to try to get it running. I'll show you guys why it's been down and what's going on with that car. I had a few things for it, and I was in the middle of doing it at the same time as focusing on the RX-8. But when all that stuff happened, I just dropped everything, took a break, get back to myself, and start working on cars again. But 2020 things are going to happen because I got this car, all the parts that I wanted for it. It's currently in pieces because I was going to do a YouTube video about it. So I'll just tell you guys what I got right now. So I had a stock radiator and stock intercooler for this car. As you can see, I'm actually in the middle of converting it to a V-mount setup. I already had the Gretty tube. This V-mount kit is actually pretty solid with the Turbo Smart blow-off valve. That's like my most official. That's like one of the first, actually the second official blow-off valve I've ever gotten. The first one was on the RX-8. It was a Gretty one that I got at a Gretty warehouse sale back a long time ago, actually. So this is currently what I'm dealing with. I actually did get a little depressed with this car too because I was moving stuff around so that I could figure out the RX-8. In all my haste of mainly focusing on the RX-8, I had moved this car forward and some things happened that I didn't notice until now. So unfortunately, I messed up the fitment of my front bumper, which fit really good in the beginning. So I'm gonna have to go through, fix that. I mean, anyway, I wasn't too happy with how the wrap came out because you can see right here, if you don't prep the surface right, it ends up looking like that. So when the time comes, I am going to be redoing the front bumper. But here's the other stuff for that V-mount intercooler. It's actually a pretty really thought out one. I think that intercooler, well, the intercooler is a Garrett core and the radiator is a Koyo V-mount. It's gonna be pretty close to completion. I also have gauges for this car that I will be installing too. And then hopefully I can throw in the base map Attribution. Oh yeah, I don't know, a lot happened with this car. Because I actually also sold the Power FC that I had for this car and put in an Attribution. So I need to put a map for that car too into this one. Hopefully it runs enough for me to get going so that I can drive it or tow it. I don't know, depends. Drive it or tow it to get tuned. But as you can see right there, I did plug this system in. It is working. It's an Attribution Select. It's one of the very first models, as you can see. My one-off, this was actually full carbon fiber for my RX-8, but yeah, that too. So I've got a lot to deal with this RX-7. It's close, it's not where I want it, but two things that I've done to it. Single turbo conversion, and I'm currently in the process of putting my V-mount in. I've always wanted a V-mount. That was the plan for the roof swap at one point, but I have AC in that car. I want to keep it. It was going to cost a little bit too much for me to do V-mount and keep it AC, so I decided against it. For the Miata, I don't know if you guys actually seen the Miata, but the fire, so the RX-8 was here and the fire rose up and the Miata was on the lift, so you can see it melted my wiring. And this car, biggest problem is it's leaking oil. I thought I fixed it. Guess I have to go through and double check everything and maybe redo it. The last thing I did was the rear main seal, but clearly it's still leaking. Could be the oil pan this time. I never really looked underneath this car, but it's got a fair amount of oil leaks everywhere. So I'm gonna have to clean that and redo the wiring and get rid of this crap. So maybe I can take this to the track because I know parts aren't too expensive for that car. So, you know, I'm gonna try to get cars running so that I have better content for the channel. As far as the RX-8 goes, for now it's not here. I still own it, I still have it, it's just not here with me. Man, you know, it is what it is. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back again with more content shortly. See you later.